Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I have GoingGear's EDC Club of the Month for April 2020. So we're going to jump right in. We got some more stickers. These come every month, two kind of jelly type stickers. Pretty cool. We have a fidget spinner, right? Just a regular old white and black fidget spinner. So obviously this is a craze that has long passed. Believe it or not, I still play with my fidget spinners. I still like them. I think they're kind of fun. I would say maybe once a month. I keep one on my desk. Once a month or so, I'll pick it up and give it a little flick, just because. But yeah, that's not going to be exciting for a lot of people. So we have two other things in here as well. A Klarus S1 Scalpel. All right, flashlight. I think. No, that's not a flashlight. What is this? This is a sterile replacement blade. This is a surgical blade. This looks like maybe some kind of keychain knife. Wow, I was totally thrown off because I know Klarus as the flashlight company. You know, I don't think I've ever seen anything other than flashlights. But this looks definitely like a little knife. Okay. Assuming, oh, there we go. Okay. So how about that? So we have a little like keychain scalpel. All right, that's nice. It comes with a split ring and another blade, replacement blade, scalpel blade. That's actually super handy to have on your keys. I just don't know. Well, it has enough pressure here. It's not going to accidentally pop out, I don't think. It kind of creeps me out a little bit that there's such a fine blade on like a keychain tool, because I've had all kinds of keychain tools on my keys for years, and once in a blue moon I'll get something like a knife that might open up a little bit or something, and more times than not, you know, if you get poked, it's not that bad. But I mean, with a scalpel blade, and I mean, knock on wood, I've never actually, there's wood under there, I've never actually been cut on a knife opening on my keys or anything like that. But I'm just saying, of all blades to accidentally open, you know, even a tiny bit, I certainly would not want to get poked with that, just because it would penetrate so easily. But yeah, I mean, it feels, there's definitely resistance there. I mean, I don't think this would ever shake loose. It's more or less if your keys or something else hits the side of it and maybe opens it, although there's no real lip, because this piece on the side is not, it's pretty much flat up against the side of the body here. So I'm trying to think of, like, you know, a scenario where something might grab in there and actually open it a little bit, but it would be rare. It'd be very rare that would happen. That's actually really cool. All right, so it does kind of snap open, kind of like a traditional knife or something. So a little bit of resistance there, and then it sits in that open position. But yeah, I mean, it would be super useful having a little scalpel blade like that, because your EDC knife, regardless of whatever it is, it probably doesn't have as fine as a point as this does. So you have your regular knife, your utility knife. Today I happen to have that Gerber Auto, which I'm doing a video on soon. And this is obviously great for most cutting tasks, but you know, it only has such a fine tip. In comparison, I mean, it's night and day. The tip on the scalpel can't be compared with the tip on this knife. So if I have to do some really fine cutting or something, it's just nice to have that availability. But it's the idea that most people probably don't, although there are some EDC knives that have ridiculously pointy tips, it probably won't be as pointy as something like this. So you do have a different type of knife for different types of tasks. So that's actually really cool. That was a really nice surprise. I really thought this was a flashlight. So yeah, Klarus S1 Titanium Nano Exchange Blade folding knife. How about that? All right, that's cool. That makes up for the fidget spinner. I'll say that. When I saw the fidget spinner, I'm like, I think it's kind of cool, but people will definitely crap all over that. They're like, who wants a fidget spinner now? So anyway, there is one more thing in here. Not sure what this is. The D01. Well, let's open it up here. Looks like a wallet. Actually, let's take that knife back out. Set this bag open here. All right. So we have, I think, Dango. Is that the Dango products? D01 Dapper Wallet. Sable black genuine leather on satin silver anodized aluminum chassis. So one of those minimalist type wallets, looks like, with some tools integrated actually. Looks pretty cool. Bottle opener, glass breaker, loophole, push notch, secure strap, RFID secured, hard wallet. Interesting. So let's check this out. You know what's actually really funny, I'm thinking of right now, is Christina was just asking me today that she didn't want to carry her, you know, she has like a little wristlet. She has a couple different purses she uses and rotates through, but sometimes when she wants to go like kind of minimal, she has a wristlet. If you're not familiar with a wristlet, it's basically just like a small wallet with like a lanyard on it, essentially, so that girls can have kind of a minimalist type, you know, purse setup. But even that is a little bit too much because of everything that's going on. The very few times that we actually have to go to the store, she doesn't want to carry even her wristlet. She just had her money and her cards in her pocket, just because it's less stuff to actually have to sterilize. Okay, so when she brings her wristlet out or a purse or something like that, it would have to be completely wiped down, which is a huge pain. Plus we're using alcohol, and the alcohol has actually had some adverse effects on some products. For example, one of my credit cards that I used, I sprayed it down with alcohol when I was all done, and it totally discolored the entire card. It had some kind of a reaction with the plastic there. So anyway, long story short, Christina was literally asking for like a minimalist type wallet that she can use right now during this you know, quarantine and the entire virus situation. So this might be something that would be good for her at the moment. Even though it's metal, we'll have to see, because obviously from what we know, and there's a lot of conflicting information, but apparently the virus does sit on metal surfaces a little bit longer. But you know, it's like I said, something that she might be able to wipe down easier than what she has already. So yeah, I mean, I have to familiarize myself with this. There's a leather strap, or excuse me, a rubber strap on the back. Looks like a pocket in here. There's a nice little leather metal combo. I'm not sure what this is. Was this, I have to see the package here. I don't know if this is aluminum or titanium. Anodized aluminum. All right, so we have leather and aluminum combo. Strap on the front, obviously, so you can see there's a spot here your cards would sit, you know, or your cash. Pretty interesting. I'm not usually into minimalist wallets. I've used a lot of different minimalist wallets in the past. You guys know I'm just a huge fan of my Saddleback leather wallet. It is the fattest, chunkiest, most EDC unfriendly for most people. I love the thing. But like, you know, when I talk about EDC stuff and people are very into their minimal EDC, the little knife, their little watch, their tiny little, you know, wallet like this, and they see my wallet and they go, what are you, a dad from 1982? I mean, this thing, you know, it's that fat. How do you even sit down? But believe it or not, it's actually pretty comfortable. I absolutely love my wallet. So yeah, I think that this is something Christina might want to try out. But, you know, hey, it's another option. I know a lot of people are into stuff like this. I'm particularly not as interested, but I still think it's pretty cool. The setup does look very nice. So you can pause the screen right there and look at that, see some options there. Looks like they're also showing a T01 model, the tactical version, as opposed to the dapper version. So this, I guess, is the, you know, classier model with the leather. So pretty interesting. So let's read about this real quick. See their breakdown here, like looking at the literature. So, the GoingGear EDC Club, the best way to keep your everyday carry up to date. Dango Products, the DO1 Dapper Wallet sells for $69. Designed for the sophisticated individual with an edge, from the boardroom to a night out on the town to a cruise down the coast. The Dapper Wallet is there by your side and has your back. Built-in bottle opener and glass breaker. Looks like maybe that slot is the bottle opener right here. And glass breaker, not sure exactly. Maybe just the corner of that. I don't know. I have to investigate a little more. I'm probably missing something pretty obvious. But anyway, next one is the Klarus S1 Nano Knife. Sells for 30 bucks. I think this is really cool, by the way. That's my favorite thing of this particular month. Titanium folding scalpel keychain blade is the perfect size to make sure you always have a cutting tool at hand. Replacement blade is included. It says replacement blades. I thought there was just one in there. Maybe it is more than one. I don't know. Sterile. I mean, It doesn't say how many are in there. It feels like one, but there's already one in there, so maybe that's why they say blades. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll put that back later. Unnecessary to fiddle with that while you guys are watching. And then fidget spinner, surprise, free. Okay, well at least it's free. I mean, obviously the value is surpassed with just the 2 items, but you know, throwing the fidget spinner, maybe they just have a bunch laying around. No one's buying them, so why not? Why not throw it in there for free? And it says, due to the COVID-19 outbreak, shipping was delayed. Printing partner has been closed. We hope everyone is staying safe. All right, so I guess that's just saying, because usually they have a nice like a colorful card that has this breakdown, but instead it's printed on paper. Totally understandable. A lot of businesses, unfortunately, are at a standstill, a total halt during this crisis. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool month. I really like this. I really am liking this idea. The only concern at all, like I said, is it going to open? I don't think so. It takes enough pressure there. It's just, I don't think it's gonna open. I think I'm gonna throw it on the keys and we will see. I'll probably talk about it the next time I do an EDC update because it is so tiny and lightweight. I mean, this weighs nothing. And it is, the difference between this and some other keychain knives is its capability. A lot of different keychain knives are basically just a smaller version of what I'm carrying for my EDC in the way of like the tip shape and the geometry or how thick the blade is. Rarely do I have a secondary knife that has such a fine tip and such a fine edge. Although my knives are extremely sharp, they have, you know, a much thicker edge than something like obviously a razor blade. So I can see the value in having a secondary blade that literally performs different tasks than the regular EDC knife that I have, and or multiple knives that I have on me, whether it's, you know, my neck knife, my regular folding knives in my pocket, if I happen to have a slip joint or something, and my EDC organizer. All those different knives do serve different purposes, but nothing is going to be quite as small or pointy. So I do like the idea behind it quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, overall, cool month. I mean, for me specifically, that's where it is, right here. The wallet thing, like I said, it'd be cool if Christina can actually use that, but personally, I'm not going to use it. And then obviously the spinner is, you know, just a freebie thrown in. I happen to like it, but I know a lot of people would definitely poo-poo that and say, why is there a fidget spinner in this? No one wants these. So I understand that aspect. Now, what's actually pretty interesting is the community of fidget spinners is still going very strongly. I actually follow a Facebook page that people who are still into fidget spinners. And it's not, you know, 12 and 13-year-old kids, you know, buying $2 and $3 fidget spinners. They're adults. They're guys who are like my age to like 60, 70 years old, who have some money, who really can appreciate the craftsmanship of a custom fidget spinner and custom tops. EDC tops and fidget spinners are still really strong. It's just, it's a smaller community, but they're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on these things. I mean, the custom ones are awesome. I mean, Mokutai and, you know, copper and all these cool designs, but they're expensive, you know, a couple $100 in some cases for these fidget spinners and these tops, and still very much enjoying the hobby of spinning things. But these are like very much performance-based fidget spinners, and more so the tops. So it's, I mean, you know, it's just kind of its own little hobby, but it has not died off. It's still there. It's just not the general public anymore. So anyway, that is it for now. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.